Greetings, pilots, and welcome to episode 77 of TPC Hangar, the show where we take a look at news and upcoming flights for the club. My name is Jacob, producer and host for the Pilot Club. It's the week of Thanksgiving 2023, so let's take a closer look at news and flights for the week of November 20th through November 26th. Before we get started, this week's episode is sponsored by the Corporate Pilot Dad. The Corporate Pilot Dad is an ATP-rated corporate pilot with over 8,000 hours of flight time and is a former certified flight instructor. His channel on YouTube is filled with tons of videos useful to both real-world aviators and simmers alike, covering a wide array of topics from navigation and communication to systems and procedures. He also offers more simulator-specific reviews and tutorials specific to Microsoft Flight Simulator, including in-depth tutorials for the CJ4, the Longitude, the Cessna 414, and more. The Corporate Pilot Dad brings a wealth of knowledge to the community, so be sure to check him out. TPC Charters is excited to announce their newest initiative, Coast to Coast. Charters pilots now have the opportunity to earn up to 5,000 TPC points as they embark on an adventure that will take them from coast to coast and back again. All they have to do is fly back and forth between TPC Charters headquarters located at Montgomery County Airpark in Gaithersburg, Maryland, and John Wayne Orange County Airport in Santa Ana, California. It's a direct distance of just under 2,000 nautical miles, which sounds like a decent long-haul flight, but it's not quite that simple. Charters pilots will be making the trip in a small GA aircraft registered to them through the virtual airline, and they won't be flying a direct route. Rather, pilots will be taking on jobs with each leg of the journey as they make their way across the United States, stopping at no less than 9 TPC Charters FBOs along the way. 3 potential routes are offered as an example, but pilots are welcome to discover their own. It's up to each pilot to determine what route works best for them and their aircraft of choice. There's no time limit to complete the challenge, and there's no start or end date. A total of 5,000 points are available for each pilot, 2,500 for making the trip from east to west, and 2,500 for making the trip from west to east. Points for a given direction will only be awarded once. More information, including how to log your flights, can be found on the Coast to Coast thread of the Charters chat channel of our Discord. More information on how to join TPC Charters and become a part of the virtual airline can be found on the website at thepilotclub.org/TPC-charters. Our first flight for the week is GA Tuesday, hosted by Mark, Pilot Club 444. This week, Mark has us flying into Key West, coming up from Cuba. Pilots will have 2 options to choose from for their departure airport: Juan Gualberto Gomez International or Varadero Kawama Airport, both located in Matanzas, Cuba. After taking off from our airport of choice, we will head west for 71 nautical miles to perform a touch and go at Caimito Airport in Havana, before turning north and heading for the United States, ending our flight at Key West International. Mark has prepared a detailed flight plan for us to study, which includes useful and important information about our departure and arrival airports, useful weather resources, as well as recommended add-ons for your sim of choice, so be sure to take a look. This week brings us our monthly Bush Wednesday flight, hosted by Dylan, Pilot Club 1496. Dylan is taking us back to I-90 in the next part of our U.S. interstate tour. We'll be taking off from either Castleton-on-Hudson Airport or Rensselaer County Airport. From there, we'll follow Interstate 90 westward, making touch and goes at Jerry Phibbs, DeStefano Airpark, and Camillus Airport before using the Syracuse VOR to make our way to our final destination, the Skinny Atlas Airdrome. Be sure to check out the detailed flight plan that Dylan has provided on the event page, as it contains information that will be needed for the flight. There will be no Fly-In Thursday event this week, as this Thursday is Thanksgiving. We hope all our club members enjoy the day with friends and loved ones. You might consider taking a look at our Explorer flights or long-haul missions if you'd still like to do some flying that day. It's Friday Night Ops. It's time to stuff the Albuquerque. Our friends at the Albuquerque Artec are inviting VATSIM pilots to join them in Phoenix Sky Harbor and Albuquerque International for 4 hours of coverage. This will be a non-hosted event with no briefing. Departure airport, routing, and flight planning are at the pilot's discretion. Finally, we wrap up the week with Sunday Fun Day, hosted by Andrew, Pilot Club 826. This week, Andrew has us departing from George Bush Intercontinental in Houston, Texas, on the Lyric 8 departure along a 412 nautical mile route to Memphis International in Memphis, Tennessee on the Hobart 3 arrival. Well, that brings us to the end of episode 77 of TPC Hangar. Be sure to give us a like, then subscribe and click the notification bell to be notified of our future episodes. Check out our website at thepilotclub.org and join the conversation on our Discord. We hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in the skies.